Dressed.
Oh, geez.
Hey!
The second you said I'm dressed, which I would hope you would be, the second you said that, I
Well,
lost the feed.
when you work for yourself from your own home, there are days
It's true.
that I get dressed for just this call. Isn't it awful?
No, it's not awful. Actually, it's something that I do too sometimes. Sometimes it's just you're on meetings that you don't need to be like all dolled up,
Yeah,
And,
I've had or no meetings, just like doing my thing. I've had people
that's nice.
that have expressed interest in Park Lane, and then I'll like text them arbitrarily during the day and be like, "Hey, I'm in my pajamas. What are you doing?" And they're like, "You are so
God,
mean."
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Go ahead.
Checking the group and making sure that we have people that
In
are
all the right
signing up
places.
here. We are at 988 members in the Grace and Grits studio.
Well,
So
you guys, we need to get that to 1,000. If you're on there, add a few people. What the heck? They can take themselves out later, but we can say we made 1,000.
So I had some trouble. I'm having trouble moving this. So I sent Kim Bain a message because Facebook's being funny. So she'll probably move this over to the studio for us. We are live on the Grace and Grit page.
Hi, everybody. Yay.
Nice. Welcome, everyone.
Good to see you. Yes. And I told Janine, I'm like, I have another meeting right after this. So we're going to do a really quick one today. This is going to be our abridged version of the Park Lane opportunity.
Love this. So we always have the pleasure on Monday nights, as you know, if you're a regular here, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming to interview our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Lewandowski. And we ask her 4 quick questions about what it's like to be a Park Lane stylist and why you should sign up. So if you are here, you were asked to come by a stylist that's already a current member of our community, and he or she just felt that highly of you that they decided to invite you to this and take a listen. And the coolest part is that your cost of admission is just listening to us for the next 15 minutes, and then you fill out a Google form and you get to win free jewelry. It's super simple. There's no strings attached, just a lot of fun. So Mary Grace, welcome Monday evening yet again. Here we are. And, we always love to talk to these folks about what we do for a living, and we call it the buzzword of direct sales. So the first question I have for you is, why direct sales? Like, what is it? And how does it differ from MLM or multi-level marketing?
Yeah, people get them mixed up a lot, and they're actually very different businesses. Direct sales just means direct to consumer, and we're a party plan business. Now, in today's world, do we go out and do in-home parties? Yes, sometimes. But do the majority of the people in my organization or within Park Lane? No. There are so many other ways to do this now. Close to 80% of the reps in Park Lane do strictly online. Right. So it really is just the be all and end all, but there is a party plan aspect, meaning that if a hostess or, chooses, thank goodness, to share us with her friends and family, Park Lane pays for the treats that our hostess gets for rewarding us, to reward her for bringing her friends and family to us on a silver platter. Multi-level marketing is more of an independent business where you're working and you're watching who's on what level. It's definitely more recruiting based, where ours is more sales based. It's based on how many people can we get the jewelry, how many hands can we get the jewelry through, kind of thing. So in a nutshell, that is the difference, and I absolutely love it. And I wonderful people doing MLMs, but direct sales is the place for me. That's for sure. It just feels more in line with what I love to do.
Because you're very personable, right? And you talked about it being a direct to consumer business, meaning at Park Lane, you're the personal shopper. You're the personal guy.
My job is not to get everyone in the whole world to sign up. My job is to just bless them with the jewelry, to share the programs with them, share the sales, share the fashion tips, all that good stuff. Now, is there a recruiting component? Absolutely. Like, here we are, right? Like, we absolutely love to share our job with people, and we can only do so much as a single individual. So yes, do I want more people to have what I have? Absolutely. But it's not the focus. Recruiting is not the focus. Sales is the focus. That's the biggest
sales are fun.
Sales. Yes.
Sales are
And it
fun.
really is running your own business with none of the overhead and all of the perks. There's nothing to lose. So I absolutely love it. I feel like it's like been the perfect thing for my family and me.
Yeah. How does jewelry fit into all this?
All right, so you have choices, right? If you decide that you love the direct sales model, which I have now decided, I fell into it originally. Both of us did. Most of us do, quite honestly. We go to a show and we think, I hadn't even thought of that. Maybe I will do this. So we fall into it. But once we experience it, especially with good companies, we realize like, this is really something. This like lets me be where I want to be when I need to be there. It's like it's everything, you guys. I know I'm very enthusiastic, but seriously, I want so many people to be able to experience this because you will leave with more than you came with. But when
Right.
you're picking a direct sales um, um,
Company.
company to represent, one of the things that are super important is the product. And jewelry is a product that has an absolutely huge market. It withstands the test of time. I mean, it's been around since 150,000 years ago. There's no special training involved when you want to either sell it or represent it because we all know where necklaces go, right? And earrings. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. There's no like special knowledge that you have to have. Um, it is not going anywhere. It has a $43 billion forecast in the next couple of years. And one of the things that really appealed to me, believe it or not, fashion is considered a consumable product. So it always has interest because it changes with the trends and the seasons. And a lot of times, like I used to do candles, our summers, we had to kind of like put money away for summer. Because
Right.
unless you were going to sell citronella, blah, it
No,
was
they
really
melt.
not as
Yeah.
appealing. Right. And your business was baskets and it was, really a collectible. So you had to like get someone to want to collect almost.
Right.
All right. The jewelry is just so easy, you guys. And we wear our product, our customers wear our product. So the referrals and things coming back to us. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. I hate to say that, but it's so much easier than what I used to do. So yes, jewelry is the place to be.
And you mentioned last week about, and we talk about this a lot, how with jewelry, it really does, the jewelry's the star of the show.
Yeah,
It's
I
like the
always felt
sexy
kind of
majority
bad in
for
my
women.
last group, because I would, somebody would have like wonderful people skills and stuff, but maybe they were just super quiet. They were just very
Yeah.
much an introvert, which believe it or not, I am behind the scenes, but they just couldn't fathom getting in front of people and doing a presentation. And I am telling you, with jewelry, you just have people playing your jewelry. You are not the star of your show. The jewelry is. They are not watching you to be entertained. They don't care what you're saying because they're in the jewelry. So I was able to really offer this job and have a lot of very successful people that were more like maybe a smaller crowd, one on one, two or three people around a table. And very lucrative, even with just personal appointments and stuff. So yes, jewelry is the place to be.
Yeah,
Love
very
it.
comfortable space to be in. Very comfortable.
Yes.
Why Park Lane? So we know how jewelry fits into direct sales, but how does Park Lane fit into all of this?
I know, like, I just always feel like you're so lucky, you guys, if this is the first foray you've ever had into
Yeah,
even
it's true.
looking into direct sales, because you
True.
don't even know that you already picked the best. Whereas someone like me, not only have I experienced another company, but I also, when that company was going, down,
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to really investigate and look at a lot of other companies, and I kind of I picked this one. I've done the research for you, so it would come to you like in your attitude, not feeling like, well, of course she's going to say this. This is where she is. No, I chose here because I wanted to be with the best, and I knew that I only wanted to be able to honestly offer the best. So yes, Park Lane, there are very many other direct sales companies and many jewelry companies that are extremely wonderful, but they aren't Park Lane. And I'll tell you why I made this decision. And I'm not insulting anyone because I love all of the direct sales companies, but most of them, like in the jewelry, there's definitely,
A niche.
yeah, or like a star product. So
Yeah.
maybe it's all around pearls, all around silver. People
Yep.
right out in the crowd are going, "Oh, I know what you're talking about." All
Yep.
around Swarovski crystals. Okay, so that
Lockets.
limits your
That's
market.
hmm
And if we go back to the second question, one reason I wanted jewelry was the market. So I love that we have something for everyone.
Yeah.
And I say it, but my customers say it all the time. Okay, so that's really cool. There's always something that someone's going to love, regardless of what their taste is. Presuming they like jewelry at all. But our programs are the richest programs in the direct sales industry. Now, when I came here 15 years ago, I was very taken with the fact that Park Lane had been around since 1955, was
Hmm.
cash rich and debt free. There weren't many people that saw that with me until after COVID. And after COVID, they realized as these other companies were all going down, that boy, was it nice to be with a company that was cash rich and well established. And
Yep.
honestly, with the way they reinvent themselves, seriously, am I exaggerating monthly?
No,
I mean, we get new jewelry every single
it's
month.
crazy.
We have new trends all the time. With the way they reinvent themselves, I've always said it's like having a secure, cash rich, established company,
Yep.
but the newness of a startup company
Yeah.
because we are changing so often and like evolving and just getting better and better. So it's definitely the place to be. But those programs that go back to 1955, they have never altered them in any way except to make them better. Now,
Yep.
in 1955, would you agree that 10% of a certain amount was way less money than it is now? And
Hmm.
yet, right? Or 30% was
Hmm.
way less money than it is now. And yet they used to pay people 30% commission to start and they still do it. And our average order has gone from, seriously, you guys, I think really it was maybe $7 to a
Oh, I
hundred
believe that.
bucks. But they're still paying us the same way. Okay. So it's like, yeah, bank, guys, bank. Okay. The customer sale, I think, is one of the things that sets us apart, and nobody else can afford to do it. And it's buy two for regular, get four for half. Spend 90 and get a $35 item. You don't have to memorize that. We'll teach you. Believe me, it's written everywhere. But that, the customer is absolutely thrilled because they
Yeah.
got an absolutely remarkable deal. They got multiple pieces of jewelry as opposed to one piece of jewelry. That jewelry is out in the world making a name for us and bringing us back referrals. This is all great stuff, right? And yet they didn't buy $5 worth that we get paid 30% on. They bought 100 something dollars worth. And
Yeah.
everybody's happy. The hostess is so happy because her friends are so happy. The customer sale is amazing. Okay. Then above and beyond that, we have the hostess program where the number of orders is what determines how much free stuff people get. So, I was a teacher and I can still remember feeling bad about having a show because we didn't make any money.
Yeah.
No. And then if my hostess rewards were based on how much my friends spent, it was pretty lame. And you'd be like, well, that didn't even pay for the bag of chips I put out for my friends. But really, it's like you don't want to be that way, but it's kind
Right.
of true. But with Park Lane, it's based on number of orders. And literally the smoothest way I can say it is you could collect 10 $30 orders.
Yep.
That's a $300 order. Okay, show. And the hostess is going to get $400 for free. That's all you need to say. And they go, what? So we literally have people out just collecting $30 orders or whatever, little orders, and bringing them in, like making bank and doing their Christmas shopping for free. And then,
Yeah.
of course, we're the highest paid. We are the highest paid rep in the industry. This is a fact. I was one of the top 10 income earners in my last
Hmm.
company, and I have doubled, two and a half, tripled. I don't even know anymore. I'm
Yeah.
so spoiled. But yes, we do compete for people's time. And if you're going to spend time on something, this is what you want it to be. And you'll learn more. Like people go, oh my gosh, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. You won't remember everything I tell you. But when you get involved with us, $1,000 in free jewelry every month that you can earn, 2 free trips a year that you can go for. And right now you can think, I don't care what you think, because as you come in and you evolve, you're like, oh my
You'll see it.
gosh.
Yep. You'll see it. Yep.
And no minimums. I should start with that because most companies have minimums. We have absolutely no minimums. So seriously, it isn't nobody's going to be breathing down your neck. Nobody's going to be telling you have to do a certain amount. This is for you to do with whatever you want to do with, even if it's just buy your own jewelry and
Yeah.
instead of just spending money, making it check that week. So this is all really
Huge.
good stuff, and I think most people know this by now. But we do have a referral program. It's different than any other company, which means we are going to recognize direct sales experience.
Yeah.
So if you apply and you let us know what experience you have in direct sales, we most likely will reward that with a raise and a title that, again, we have no minimums. So that will always be your title. You will never go backwards. I could leave right now for 4 months, 10 months, a year, come back, and I would still be my same title with my same commission. That is not typical.
No demotion.
No demotions.
No
Absolutely.
demotion, no quotas, no. I mean, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, why is now the perfect time to join? Let's ask. Let's tell these gals and guys.
Yeah, well, so fall capsules dropping any minute. It might have while we were on this call. It might have today. I don't even know. But we have a fall capsule dropping any minute. And whenever you have a new line, obviously that's fun, right? I mean, duh, you'll be the
Right.
first person to show it, whether you've been park leaned out or not within your
Mm-hmm.
friend group. But also it's a change of a season. People are like changing their outfits, they're changing their activities. It's just always a perfect time. And we have an amazing kit deal. An amazing kit deal. It's $129. I should say that at the beginning because I think people wait for me to drop that. Like, oh no, it's gonna be $2,000.
That's all right.
It's $129, you guys. You put it on your credit card. You get to pick $600 in jewelry right now for
Mm-hmm.
$129. Come on, that in itself is a great deal. It gives you all the access. Like we don't have credit card fees or anything. Park Lane does all of that for us. They do all the shipping to our customers, everything. Okay, includes all of that. A personal website. So like
Yeah.
literally, why you and I have been on this call, someone's probably given us each an order, right? It's just our personal website. And access to all of the materials that are pre-created for
Sales
us,
training. Yep.
namely myself within my organization, and we could have a cut and paste business. I told you 80% of people do it online. I have 30 days of content. People can go, okay, I'm starting now. Here we go. Schedule it out. Done. I mean, there are so many perks to this. And the $600 is supposed to end Wednesday. So that's why now too.
Right.
And then you have a show. That's all we ask of you. And you know what?
That's
I
it.
don't even believe that I'm saying we ask this of you. I mean, we have to do this for you. We want to do this for you. So let's say that like Janine was on this call because I invited her. And she goes, Mary Grace, I'm going to give this a shot. What's the worst that can happen? I can end up with $400 and maybe that's all I ever do with it. And I'd be like, I'm cool with that. But then I would say, Janine, you've been inviting people to birthday parties since you were 3. You know how to invite. We're going to have a party. We're
That's
going to have
good.
a party. You're going to invite people. You know how to invite. I'll help you in case you don't know how to invite. But we're going to just invite everyone in the whole world you can think of. And guess what? Do not be stressed because guess who's going to do the show, Janine? I am. Okay? So, Janine, we're going to do this show with your friends and family and anyone else that they can bring. And invite people to bring everyone. I'm going to do the show. Okay, you're going to be watching me differently because now you're knowing that you're going to be a rep. But guess who's going to get paid, Janine? Not me, you. This
Right.
is all for you, Janine. This is your starter party. This is your introduction to Park Lane. So remember that $129, Janine, that you paid for the $600 worth of jewelry? You're not even going to have to pay that because your paycheck is going to be in your direct deposit by Tuesday. So anyone who's saying, "What are you doing? Don't spend money on that," you can say, "Look it, I didn't." Okay.
Yep.
You're also going to get all the hostess credit for the show. So if you're thinking, yeah, I want to start the business, but I'm going to need more than $600 worth of jewelry, no sweat, Janine, because you are also going to get all of the jewelry from your show from being the hostess. And guess what? Should you choose to add any jewelry to your arsenal, you'll get paid on it. It's the
Mm-hmm.
friends and family discount. So sometimes people just sign up because they buy jewelry and they don't want to pay full price for their jewelry.
Yeah,
They
they want
want
a
to get
discount. Yeah.
30%. Yeah, a bigger discount than what the customer sale does.
Yeah.
So that, in a nutshell, was our abridged version of why you should join Park Lane today.
Well, I have to tell you, Janine's in, so I'm in. I'll do it. So what I'm going to ask you to do really quickly is drop a comment right now if you are ready to do this and say I'm in and tag your stylist. She will be more than happy, or
Google
he or
form.
she We'll be more than happy to book your dip your toe show and get you started. And at the end, if you want to take the jewelry and walk, you can, or you can take the jewelry and the
So how
paycheck.
do we know you are here? We know you are here because you're going to fill out the Google survey.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't matter what you put on there. It doesn't matter if you have absolutely no interest in our business. We'll get
Right.
over it. But you are eligible to win the free jewelry just by filling out the Google form. All that we ask is that you do it completely. Okay. And I will be picking a winner later this evening. Well, it's
Yeah.
probably tomorrow morning. Yeah.
The
So
winner will
thank you
be
so
announced
much.
this week. And the Google form is found in your description of this video. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Have a great evening.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.